What is up, you guys? This is Mini Superheroes Today.
And man, oh man, do we have an interesting review today. Quite possibly the last ever LEGO Avengers Endgame set, which is 76144 Avengers Hulk Helicopter Rescue. This has 482 pieces, is for ages 8 and up, and retails for about $60 in the United States. Now, as you can see, we've got a big Hulk figure here, we've got a new Rescue, a reused Black Widow, and 2 Chitauri soldiers. We've got a little Chitauri flyer thing here. We've got the big, worm thing, but it's nowhere near scale. And then we've got this weird helicopter that didn't show up in Endgame. So, before we get into this, guys, of course we start with the minifigures first here. I've got to say, I think that this set is not worth it. I just want to get that out of the way first, and I can kind of explain why as we go along, but I just don't want you to think I'm overly hyped about this set going into it. So, up first here, we've got a Big Fig Hulk in his quantum suit, which is an interesting figure. No detailed printing on the back, which is really just a crying shame. And it is cool, I guess, but it's just not a figure that I was absolutely clamoring for. The coolest thing, of course, is the Stark Infinity Gauntlet, which comes with all but 2 stones. And, of course, you get 4 of each stone, because they come in like a little ring. So the printing on there is really, really nice. It's great to have a new mold, so technically you could have each, you could have a big fig like this, have one of each gauntlet on each hand. It's a cool expression for Hulk, definitely looks good, but it's just not a figure that gets me overly hyped. I'm going to save Rescue for last because she has some additional accessories. We've got our Chitauri soldiers here. Nothing special compared to the other Endgame sets that we've gotten, exactly the same. And speaking of things that are exactly the same, we've got another Black Widow. Now, of course, nothing from this scene actually happened in Endgame, but if it did, by the time that Rescue would be involved, Black Widow's already dead, so it really makes no sense for this figure to be in here. It's the same Black Widow that we got in the other Endgame set, so really just a rehashed figure. We've got these lightsaber grips with magic wands there for new weapons. I guess that's cool, but it really doesn't justify the entire set. And as I said, of course, Rescue is up last, and I'm pretty sure that this figure alone is the only reason anybody would love to buy this set. It is a cool figure. As you can see, this backpack part comes off here, and it's a really nice little concise little build with some stickers on it. Of course, we've got the Rescue figure here with some amazing, amazing detailed printing on the figure. I mean, it really is great. Then we've got this face underneath, which I believe has showed up in some other sets before, but it's definitely the first time I've ever gotten this head. So then you can pull this off, and you can see on the back here, it actually says Rescue printed on it, which is pretty cool, really nice. And then when you put the head back on, you do have to take that back grip off to put the hair on, but it does come with this kind of rubbery hair, which, I mean, I guess it looks okay for Pepper Potts. I probably honestly would have preferred Black Widow's hair for this figure, but the interesting thing is then you would have had 2 figures that look almost identical in that regard. Now, she also does come with these 1x1 little tube pieces here, and then these kind of like action pieces here that you can push in, and whenever you put these in the hand, when you push this against the figure, it kind of launches out like a projectile like that. So yeah, 100% Rescue is the main reason anybody would ever want this set. So, I mean, I don't know. Unless you really love what I'm about to show you, I really feel like it's just worth eBaying or bricklinking the Rescue figure on her own. But in any case, let's go ahead and take a look at the build. We've got this little flyer cart here, which reminds me a lot of what Loki used in the first Avengers movie from 2012. It's an interesting little build. I feel like this would have been a great poly bag or something like that, but, hey, LEGO Marvel generally doesn't do that kind of thing, so definitely a nice little build here. Interesting little, gold piece up front here, so, there's definitely interesting parts to this set. It's just not one that I love as a whole. So here we've got a really nice 1x2 kind of cheese slope piece here with some great printing on it. Then a Chitauri soldier can go right there to kind of pilot this. But if you remember from the 2012 Avengers movie, Hulk and Thor are standing right about here on one of these things, and needless to say, it's not to scale at all. And I mean, Giant Man literally punches one of these out of the sky. This big worm thing should have been a set in and of itself. But I don't want to harp and say too much, annoying stuff like ranting, because I'm not just too ranting here. But the tail can spin and move like this, so there's some nice flexibility, which is cool. The wings here move. That's kind of cool too. The head moves up and down. Actually, it's on a pivot, so it moves all around. And then the mouth can open too, which is cool. But once again, not to scale, so I'm not super excited over that. And then we do have this big helicopter build, which again, never showed up in Endgame. You can see it in my hand kind of for scale. And yeah, so let's go ahead and take a deeper look at this, because it is an interesting build. It's just, you know, being something that isn't super movie accurate, it doesn't particularly excite me. So a figure can sit up front here to pilot this, which is cool. This cockpit opens up like that. There's a sticker right there to show a little computer screen. Then we've got these little pieces here that shoot 1x1 round studs. So when you push that out, it shoots a stud out. I don't want to shoot it because I don't want to lose it here. But these wings lift up on the sides just like that. And then you can take Hulk and put him on these little studs back here. I know it's a little tricky to see, but you could put him on these studs here. His feet line up perfectly. And then there's a piece right here that when you push this down, it drops Hulk out, which is kind of cool. But again, this never showed up in the movie, so I don't particularly care about this set, you know? And then there's a little box that's hidden in there. And when you open this box up, it's easier said than done, there's more ammunition in there. So that's kind of cool. I do like the way this box is integrated into there. And then, of course, there's these little clips right here, and Black Widow's batons can go right in there. So that's kind of cool. And then just giving you a little overview of the entire set. The top portion spins here like most LEGO helicopters do. And yeah, we're just doing a 360 spin to bring you up to speed on what goes on here. And yeah, I guess that kind of sums up my thoughts on this set and showing you everything it has to offer. Like I said, definitely not my favorite LEGO Marvel set by any stretch of the imagination, but, you know, as a completist, I do have to get them all, and if I'm gonna get them, I like to review them for you guys and give you my thoughts. So, drop a comment below, let me know what you think of this set. Like I said, I mean, I don't think that this is one you necessarily need to pick up, but I will drop a link in the description below if you'd like to pick it up, and that link will help support my channel through affiliate sales. So, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I will see you guys on the next video, and until next time, build on.
If you liked what you saw and you liked what you heard, feel free to click that subscribe button for more LEGO content coming in the near future. So, thanks for tuning in to today's video, and until next time, build on.